Here's one of the main reasons why CNN agreed with Joe Biden's demand that there be no audience, because they don't need any of this stuff. Give me a little audio there, Bell. They don't need any of this stuff.
Mr. Trump, one of the things people love about you is you speak your mind and you don't use a politician's filter. However, that is not without its downsides, in particular when it comes to women. You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't.
And so Megyn Kelly's been, no, it wasn't. That's a joke, lady. That's a joke. And she recognized it. She recognized that he joked his way out of the question. She tried to continue the question, and eventually he answered it. Only Rosie O'Donnell. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Trump has an ability to play to the audience that Joe Biden does not have, and so they cannot allow that to happen. Secondarily, as far as the moderators go, I said yesterday on Brian Wilson's show, and I was here yesterday, I was just in for Wilson from 3 until 7. He had a little procedure done on his finger. He's right as rain, and he'll be up at 3 o'clock this afternoon. But I said yesterday that if I'm Donald Trump, I believe that Dana Bash and Jake Tapper, as much as they hate Trump, will try to temper that hatred because their egos are such that they want to prove to the American people that they're above all of this, that they can be fair and impartial. I think that they will try to do that. Now, they'll fail miserably. Their version of a hard question to Joe Biden is something or another about the southern border and what he has done to protect the southern border, or it's something or another. They'll do something along the lines of, expect this, watch. Mr. President, despite the fact that you claim to be working hard regarding the southern border, your polling in regard to that question and that issue is woefully underwater. You're at 40 blah, blah, blah %. And then they'll ask him about that. And he's got some stock answer, some stock response for it. But they will try to, I think, give a semblance. We know it's not true, but they'll try to act impartial. If I'm Donald Trump, I'm going to drive a wedge between myself, Joe Biden, Dana Bash, and Jake Tapper, and I'm going to draw Jake and Dana Bash out. And it will be pretty easy to do that, and you do that by asking questions of Joe Biden that they won't. So at the end of every answer, whatever the question is, you revert back to demanding an answer from Joe Biden about this or that or the other thing, whether it's, his connection with Ukraine, his family's connection with China and Russia, Hunter Biden's laptop computer and the lie that was told there. I'm on record also as saying that that's how he should start the debate, no matter what the question asked. He should say, thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be in your homes, America. Thank you to Dana. Thank you to Jake. Thanks, Joe. The last time I was on a stage with Joe Biden, one of the last things I heard him tell was a lie to the American people regarding the laptop computer that was discovered that had a lot of information on it that was Hunter Biden's. He lied to the American people and said that it was not. And I think in the spirit of fair play, in the spirit of getting off on the right foot, I want to give him an opportunity to admit to that lie tonight before we move any further.
Give me a break.
And he'll say something along the lines of, give me a break.
Mr. Wise Guy over here.
I thought about this. I saw last night that there was someone online asking, well, what question would you ask Joe Biden? If you had one question to ask Joe Biden, what would it be? I thought of one. I don't know. What do you think of this? You ready for this, Bell? What do you think?
Hit me.
President Biden, name 5 members of your cabinet. I mean, I think he could get through Blinken. I think he could get maybe Austin.
Where am I? What's going to happen to me?
Yeah, that's probably what we would get to. I don't think he could get to 5. I really don't. Just name 5 members of your cabinet, Mr.
And
President.
if he did, it would take him an inordinate amount of time.
A while.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't name Alejandro Mayorkas' name. Daniel is in Woodbury. Daniel, thank you for your call. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I was just wondering, what do you think? Do you think Joe Biden will have each and every question in advance?
No.
Before the debate?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't. I mean,
Why do you think that?
I don't. I don't think they need to. I think that they'll have subject matters. I think the fear of getting caught feeding him specific questions, because you would have to do that through some form of official communication, be it email or in print, and the fear of getting caught doing that would prevent them from providing him specific, detailed questions on the part of CNN. I mean, you're just asking me a question. I'm just giving you my opinion. You can have a different one, Daniel, but I think that they will give him subjects. I think they have given him subjects. Specifics, like we're going to ask you about immigrant, we're going to ask you about this, we're going to ask you about that. I mean, they have enough connections with CNN anyway that they can get fed enough information that they don't have to have a specific detailed question. I don't think that there will be a single gotcha question asked by CNN to Joe Biden tonight. I think there will be plenty asked of Donald Trump. Daniel? Hello, Daniel. Did Daniel fall over? Okay, Daniel. Thank you for the call. I'm sorry. I seem to have lost you there. I also have lost Bel K, who has escaped from the studio. So if you're calling in, just keep the ringy dingies going, and he'll get back to you. Lawrence is in the borough next. Hey, Lawrence.
Hey, how you doing? Enjoy y'all's show.
Well, thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to waste my electricity to listen to that circus tonight. But I will say this. If the Republican Party don't stay on their toes, I see where Biden has been having secret meetings with Obama. So Obama's in charge, and they'll pull a rabbit out of the hat and beat Trump if the Republican Party don't get together and unite and work for Trump. Biden will go right back in there because Obama's behind the whole scene.
Well, I agree wholeheartedly, Lawrence, that Barack Obama and his team, his cabal, is running the show. Joe Biden's not running anything.
He couldn't tell you what day of the week it is.
You know, he couldn't find his butt with a compass and a flashlight. You know what I mean?
No, he don't know when he messes in his diaper on. He smells the smell. Yeah. And that vice president, she's dumb as a rock.
Box of hammers. No, you're right. I mean, and I do believe that they would, and I've said this for some time now, Lawrence, and thank you for the call. If given the ability and if they feel it necessary, the team that is actually running the show will pull the trigger on Joe Biden, so to speak, figuratively, not literally, obviously. They will find a different candidate if he cannot perform tonight. Larry says, I expect that CNN will really reveal their bias tonight. Wait a minute. What have you been watching? I watch CNN, Larry. You don't have to, because I do. I don't know how they can reveal their bias any more than they've already revealed their bias. Jake Tapper directly compared Donald Trump to Adolf Hitler. Dana Bash directly compared Donald Trump to Adolf Hitler. That's about as high as you get. Unfortunately, the diehard Democrats will still vote for him. I agree with Daniel. They're feeding him something about their questions, which Trump will not get. No, Daniel asked a specific question. Daniel wanted to know if they have given him the specific questions. And I'm just answering the question. I don't know how.
It's not unprecedented. They did it with Hillary. She had the questions in advance of her debate.
I do not believe that I believe that because of the knowledge that happened, I don't think that they feel like they have to give him specific questions. I think they're giving him subjects. I think they're going to feed him subject matters.
Yeah.
But that's
so he at least has he knows
he has an idea, right? I mean, but aren't they kind of obvious anyway? I would think. I mean, it's pretty obvious, and if you are biased like Tapper or Bash, you're not going to angle the questions in a particular way to expose the Biden administration any further than they've already been exposed. I mean, ask him to name 3 people that have been killed by illegal aliens in the last 3 months. I can. Can you? I bet you can name at least 1 or 2. Joe Biden ought to be able to name them. Of course, he won't be able to.
One of the answers would be that woman's name I had to say at the State of the Union because Marjorie Taylor Greene was yelling at me.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley. That's what he said. Lakin, but whatever. Lincoln, dead female, male football coach, whatever.
Just here for a better life. Oh, wait, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're just coming across for a better life for themselves. They're making America better, right?